Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at our newest hero to the game. One of the 5 heroes that will be coming next week officially, but we do have an early preview for one of those heroes, and that of course is Anran. She is Wu Yang's older sister. She is a DPS hero. She is one of 2 DPS heroes we're going to be getting next week. And we're going to take a look at her.
Let's go get him.
And we're going to do the normal. I'll show you her abilities. I'll play as her in a couple games and then give you my thoughts on where she is. So, real quick, take a look at her abilities. I'll take a look at those again when I'm talking about them all, but there you go.
The fire in my heart will never burn out.
So, here we are with Anran. You heard the voice there. That was Fariha, the Overwatch streamer, Overwatch community member. Malga, stop talking. We'll get to you. Anyway. So her primary fire, as we are going to get into, of course, is her... I'm going to apologize. My Chinese is not very good, but I believe it's Juke fans or Juka fans? Juka? Someone who knows Chinese better can correct me. But the way these work, they are... I used the wrong, pressed the wrong button. Anyway, as you can see here, they are hand fans that shoot fiery projectiles.
Let's turn up the heat.
So each one has 2 fiery projectiles, and you see the damage. They can crit, in case you're wondering.
I'm on fire.
And as you can see, when you hit enemies with attacks, you can burn them. That is her passive ignition. She also, as a damage hero, has the passive for the damage roll, which is, you know, the temporary reduction of healing received. She also will be getting the sub roll for the flanker, or the passive for the flanker sub roll when that goes live next week. That is not in the game yet, so you're not going to see the sub roll passive on any of the heroes yet. But the flanker one, health packs, will restore more health. So that will be her secondary passive. I am pretty sure they get 2 passives. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So anyway, that's her primary fire. The fans, they shoot fiery projectiles, as you can see.
Can't take the heat.
Looks like you usually hit 2 of them. That you just saw is her right-click ability, which is Fan the Flames. When you use it, it is a hot wind blast that amplifies burning damage. So, light on fire. Boom. Let's kill them. Just like I'm going to show you what this kind of does. So, here's the standard right-click damage. Not a lot. Not even a full tick there on health bar. Light this guy on fire.
Feeling warm.
You can see it does more damage when you do
I'm burning up.
fan. Now, as you can see, as we've talked about, there is burning. You can light enemies on fire, and when you do that,
Can't take the heat.
the fan will... This is why my good friend Malga is over here. He is going to show you guys a little something important, which is that, obviously, there are multiple heroes that can set characters on fire. You have Anran now, who does it very, heavily. You also have Ash with her dynamite, and you have Malga with his, primary fire. So if we light this bot on fire here, you can see, there we go, and we use the right click, it will immediately just count them as being burned. So it does stack, it does function together, in case you were wondering if that was a thing. Yes, so Anran will be able to stack fire from the other heroes that can do that. If you want to, be 100% sure, here's the dynamite as well, and we can do it again. Double fire stack for that one. I don't know how that happened.
What? Too much pressure?
There you go. Those are her primary fire and secondary fire. Next, we have her abilities. So her shift ability is Inferno Rush. You propel yourself forward and damage enemies when you impact them. So, there you go. It, of course, will apply burn. Get it? It also has some verticality, so you can use it to get up in the air. It's not a ton, so you can't use it to go super high. You can use it as, like, Okay, I hit the jump pad. That's a bad example. But, like, you can just get over ledges like this. You know, I need a little verticality to get up there, but I can do that. But it doesn't have a ton of verticality. Like, I don't think... I can get up here from there, but, you know, like, for example, if I shoot it straight up, I can get to this first one. I can't get it. So, you can use it to move up, but only so high. Her other ability is Dancing Blaze, where she strikes nearby enemies while dodging all damage. So, we go with these folks here, and we'll press E. I think I canceled it accidentally. It's the one that is a little weird to me, because I don't fully know how it works, but I think just press it.
Can't take the heat.
Yeah, that's what it does. I don't know how it functions. I don't know if it jumps from enemy to enemy, if you move it. I don't really know. It's a little confusing to me. It feels a little weirdly responsive. So we'll keep testing this one here. Maybe it is just a very brief one, or maybe when there's more enemies around, there's more.
Now I'm really fired up.
I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I'm seeing it. So when you're in a group of enemies, you'll bounce between them. If you're not really in a group of enemies, it only does a little bit. Okay. I see. Live testing right here, folks. Then we get to her, of course, passives. Sorry, not her passives. Her perks and her ultimate ability. So we will start with her perks. Here you can see her two minor perks. You have Smolder, where Ignite lasts 1.5 seconds longer, and Heat Shield, where she gains 60 overhealth for each enemy ignited by her ultimate, up to a maximum of 180. If you want my opinion, I think Smolder is probably the better one, and probably the one that's going to get more use, and we'll talk about that when we do have the when I'm talking about the ultimates. So I'm just going to take Smolder for now.
I like it.
And for her major perks, she has Short Fuse. When you impact an enemy with Inferno Rush, it reduces its cooldown by 1.5 seconds, and Hungering Blaze, where she heals 50 health for each enemy hit by Dancing Blaze. I think this one, Short Fuse, is better. It's a good escape ability, so if you use it to engage, you can get it back quicker, and then use it to move again faster. So I think that's probably the better of the two major perks. Let's now talk about her ultimate, or should I say ultimate abilities. Because as you can see, she has two ultimate abilities. First one is Vermilion Ascent. When you use it, you charge forward, exploding on impact and instantly igniting enemies. And Vermilion Revival. When dead, revive yourself in a fiery explosion. So, we use Vermilion Ascent here. You see it. You can fly around a bit, and then there you go. Drop down. Doesn't break your shield.
I'm on
but
fire.
Gives you the ability to have some fun with the ability.
Take some accountability.
Nice. And then the other one was the Vermilion Revival, which we're going to need to take a little bit of damage for this one. So we're just going to stand here for a second. Now, the reason why I think this is the better of the two ultimates, or why I think this minor perk is the better minor perk, is I think that the Vermilion Revival is the better ultimate at the end. I didn't even grab the ultimate thing. I just died for no reason. Can you believe that, Ash? I think Vermilion Revival is going to be the better of the two ultimates. I think it's going to be the one you're going to see a lot more used in high-level play and in pro play. Because having a revive is very, very good. It's an incredible tool to have. It's something that you can just, at your disposal, you are in a fight, you're playing, especially when you're playing a character who is a flanker, right? Their thing is to go in and try to get picks and to do that. You kind of want that ability. So, we'll die again, and then we'll use the ultimate. So it's pretty good. And you obviously damage enemies, and you get the benefit of having a revive. It's a Phoenix type ability, which is very, very cool. and I like it quite a lot. So that is her kit. I think it's very interesting. I think the dynamic of the different fire abilities working together will be very interesting, and I'm curious to see how that feels in game, in actual matches. So let's go. Let's jump in. I'm going to try to get a couple games in, hopefully with a Malga or an Ashe on my team, so that I can give you my thoughts on that more in depth. So let's jump to that. All right, so we're going to try to keep this short and sweet, but my overall thoughts on Anran are I really like her. I like the way she plays. I like the way her abilities work together. I think she's a very fluid character. A lot of very fun things that you can do with her. I didn't get to play her paired with a Malga or an Ashe. I played a couple games as an Ashe paired with an Anran, and that was pretty good. It felt like it had some pretty good utility and versatility, just being able to set enemies on fire and keep the pressure up on Anran. It makes it obviously easier for the Anran to not have to be landing shots as much. It's a lot easier for her to just right click and get the benefits of that right away. Especially when you have like groups of people with the dynamite, you can just light them all on fire at once, and then you just fan and do a lot of damage that way. There's a lot of really cool kind of ways she can play. There's also just a lot of like mobility tricks she has, a lot of cool angles and things you can move from with her and attack from with her that are really, really fun. So I like her a lot. I really like her kit. I like the way she is, designed. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff going with her, and the way that they have really kind of nailed the design that I kind of wanted to see in a character that does fire. I also like the way that they made her fire feel more different than like just a flamethrower. Like, this is a very interesting way to do fire with the fan and everything with that, as opposed to just a beam of fire or something like that. I like the way that this feels and kind of how interesting it feels conceptually. It's very fun, and I do really like a lot of the way that she is able to make plays. And yeah, she's a hero I definitely need to spend a lot more time with to really get a grasp on her, because I think there is a lot of specific timing with when to left click, when to right click. Obviously you want to right click when they're already on fire, but if you get them very close to being on fire, can you just right click to try to get the last little bit? So like I said, there's a lot of cool things that she can do, and a lot of interesting ways that I'm curious to see how she works, and just to see what kind of comps get built around her. It's one of the things with new heroes that I always love, is seeing how people decide to build them into comps. What kinds of heroes do they replace in a comp, or do you get new kinds of comps entirely when a hero like this is released? It's one of the things I'm always the most interested in. So I really enjoy this kit. I really think she's a really fun hero to play, which to me ultimately is the most important thing of all. We're getting 5 new heroes in total next week, and so I definitely want to feel like those heroes stand out, like those heroes are interesting and fun to play. And so I'm very excited to at least say this one is in that category and in that camp of being a really fun, interesting character to play. And I cannot wait to get my hands on the other 4 characters next week. But those are all the thoughts I'm going to share with this one. If you've gotten a chance to play Anran, let me know your thoughts on her in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more like it in the future, consider liking and subscribing. Because, of course, with a whole bunch of heroes coming next week, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this again next week. So, yeah, I have 4 more of these to make next week. So, in the meantime, thank you. I hope you're all staying safe, staying healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.